Group work. It's something we all inevitably face throughout our lives, both in our school and our work careers. I'm sure we all know the feeling of being on either end of the spectrum, whether you've been in a group that's performed exceptionally well to a group that is completely dysfunctional. We all wish that group projects could go well, but what if I were to tell you that there are effective strategies that you can implement into any group to better succeed at accomplishing your goals? Today I've categorized 3 main elements that have a major impact on group success, those being communication, collaboration, and support. And then I'll be providing some effective strategies to better improve these in your future groups. I believe these tips can not only improve your level of success in group projects, but also help in strengthening your teamwork, your collaboration, and your leadership skills, which are all incredibly useful in the world today. To start, for any group to be successful, there needs to be strong communication. This is how everyone and everything is connected. The University of Waterloo states that it's essential for a group in order to function effectively. What kind of steps can be taken to strengthen group communication? First, you're going to want to establish at least 2 platforms of communication as a group. Caitlin Kenny, a student in their 7th year at York University, argues this is crucial, and I agree. Think of it this way. If communication is essentially what holds the group together and you only have one platform, what were to happen if that one platform were to go down in a potentially crucial moment? You would all be left in the dark. Always have a plan B no matter what. Building off of this, try to actually get to know your group members. Dr. Huang, an expert in linguistics, states that understanding other people's work habits and current lives can truly help in determining the best way to go about completing the work. This can help in knowing if there's anything that may prevent someone from doing the work at times, such as work or family matters. Furthermore, you'll find that it's actually just much easier and less stressful to work with and talk to someone when you know them more than just the name on the screen. Next, to be successful, you need to have effective group collaboration. Also known as the group process according to the University of Waterloo, strong collaboration dictates how well the group will flow. The better your work dynamic is with your group, the higher the productivity and the quality of the work you produce will be. How do we achieve that? First, you're going to want to establish group norms. Dr. Huang argues that setting clear roles and expectations at the very start of a project is very important in ensuring everyone is on the same page in defining the goals. Always make sure that everyone is aware of the goal and the task. By setting these roles, aim to build off each other's strengths and weaknesses. Delegate tasks to members who may be more confident and experienced in certain areas. Specialize, and from this, collaborate in a more productive manner. Next, it's necessary to be flexible with the work. From my experience and the words of Caitlin Kenny, you need to always be able to accommodate for the needs of the people you're working with. For example, if the only time that people are able to work and meet up is at 12 p.m., and that's typically the time when you're hanging out with your friends, try to aim to put the group as the top priority. This enables a stronger work ethic, allows you to blend in with various different groups, and of course, reduces conflict. Finally, we have to be supportive to all members to be successful. As the University of Waterloo states, successful groups have a healthy group climate that doesn't compete against each other, but instead assists one another to find the best ways to succeed, boosting group morale and reducing conflict. First, always keep an open mind and have respect for your members' opinions. From my experience, I have a very particular way of doing my work. However, if you always allow yourself to open yourself to different ideas, you'll open yourself to many opportunities and solutions you may not have initially seen. There is never only one right way to do things. This also greatly reduces conflict by being inclusive, which also increases group engagement and satisfaction. From this, if conflict does occur, do your best to steer it into being constructive. The University of Waterloo states that if there is conflict, use that to your advantage and focus more on the ideas being expressed rather than the individual. There's always a way to meet somewhere in the middle to find a resolution that benefits both the project and the group. Aim to be constructive, not destructive. If all else fails and conflict persists, let the professor know. There is always a solution that'll get you back on the right track, even if you can't reach that on your own. Those are the strategies that I've learned and implemented into every group project. Focusing on communication, collaboration, and being supportive is critical in achieving the best possible outcome. And although I've provided some tips that work for me, the best way to truly strengthen your skills and gain experience is from constantly trying to do your best in group projects to see what works for you and what doesn't. You don't need to follow these steps word for word, but if you can take anything from this presentation, It's that you remember that group work cannot work unless you do. If you always do your best and put your best effort in, you'll always be one step closer into accomplishing your goals.